I'm Heather Adler. I'm sitting down with Sam, the drummer from Interpol. Sam, you guys are playing the Virgin Festival here in Toronto. It's a giant crowd. How do you ensure that you get them on your good side from the get-go so there's no unfortunate bottle-throwing incidents?
We've been lucky, actually. It hasn't happened to us yet. And if it hasn't happened, we played a festival in Belgium called the Werchter Festival, and we actually played in front of 60,000 Metallica fans.
Wow.
So I was waiting. I'm a sitting duck, too. And it didn't happen. So, I don't know. We just pray that it doesn't happen.
So even the Metallica fans can get behind Interpol?
If they can get behind Interpol, I think anybody can.
Yeah. I know you guys have been working like crazy for the past few years. You were just touring and recording. You took a little bit of time off before this album, but for the most part, you've been together for constantly.
A constant, like 5 years or so.
Yeah. Do you ever get stir crazy being around the same four guys? How do you guys, just cohabitate so much?
We just don't talk to each other. You kind of find a way to, kind of keep it separate.
Yeah.
The bus is big enough. That was a key thing. No, you kind of learn how to, we like doing what we do, and you kind of have to, it's the responsibility of a mature adult to find a way to make it work.
Yeah.
Because we could easily be in each other's faces all the time and be ornery and, very trigger happy. But, that'll kind of kill the career.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
How do you amuse yourselves on those long trips and you're stuck in the bus for a long time?
I quite like the bus.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've grown very fond of it, and I actually didn't make it into my hotel room until a half hour before we had to leave to come out here.
Yeah.
I just stayed on the bus. I work on music a lot, and the buses nowadays have wireless modems, so you can be on the internet.
Yeah.
And movies and read and all that stuff. That sounds boring, but it's great when you're in this kind of roving little apartment with all your creature comforts, and it works out to where you get the most private time ever. It's kind of a contradiction in a way, but you spend so much time, you can actually spend a lot of time by yourself on the tour bus.
Yeah. I know Daniel has said before that he's really inspired by films, that he watches films constantly to be inspired by music.
More than anybody I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he's running out of films. They better make more. There's a lot of things. I mean, I think everybody has that little piece of inspiration from a film. It's just if something, I guess we're just kind of lucky that if something moves you, in a very human way, that you just kind of channel it towards what we do in this band,
Yeah.
So there's a lot of things, a lot of books, a lot of movies that just do that. They have such an impact that you have to go and write a song.
Yeah. And you're a band, too, that you've had a lot of synchronizations in movies and TV, and I know Paul's working on a film soundtrack. What is it you think...
that's Carlos.
Oh, it's Carlos? Sorry.
Yeah.
What do you think it is about your band that sort of inspires such a cinematic element to it?
I think it's just our personal taste, and I think that's the one thing that kind of we all kind of meet on and agree upon is trying to create atmospheres that we like and that are kind of wafting around in our heads sonically. The song has to take up space, has to take up physical space. I once lived with a guy who was a very demonstrative individual. He's like 10 years older than me, and it's very, very interesting. And anytime he wrote a piece of music, he would very intensely look at you and say, "That's a place, right? You go there, right?" And that really loved it because nobody ever asked me that question in relation to what they were doing.
Yeah.
And I really firmly believe in that it should, whatever we do musically, it should take up physical space. That's really pretentious, isn't it?
No, not at all. I mean, the music that you guys make, it is, it's really thick and it's really atmospheric and it's really moody a lot of the times. But then you also have your moments of light, like, with a little bit of wit that's thrown in there as well.
Yeah. Well, I think Paul's lyric kind of offsets that, where it may be a little heavy musically in terms of the atmosphere. His lyric will be playful, but the juxtaposition kind of creates a nice question mark.
Yeah.
And then you can flip that around too with a song like "Evil." That it's not a very happy lyric, but it's a very upbeat song.
Yeah.
The Pixies did that a lot.
Yeah.
they fooled you into thinking like you were listening to this like cute little ditty, but when you really kind of understood the lyric, there was nothing great about it, nothing uplifting. It was always this. Charles Thompson always had this, his soul was bleeding for the alien that, lost its way home and landed on Earth.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for your time, and good luck out there.
Problem.
Have fun.
Thank you. Thanks. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.